All right, guys. What we saying? What did you guys think? Conor Benn beats Adrian Granados, obviously by unanimous decision over his 10 round bout. What did you guys think? If you've seen the fight, you know what I'm talking about. Conor Benn wins 10 rounds again, unanimous decision victory over Granados. It was unanimous. Obviously, I think one of the cards was to bid 100 to 90, and I think this might be 97, 93. And I can't remember this one of the middle scorecard. If you guys can remember, drop your comments and let me see that again. But yeah, it was it's quite an interesting fight. If I'm gonna just break it down real quick, I feel like it was kind of a game of chess on the basis of just how Granados decided to come in. He didn't give Conor Ben any real opportunities to land those winging right hands that he kept throwing, and I felt like Conor Ben was doing that a bit too much from the ongoing. I felt like he could have boxed a bit more in order to set up Adrian Granados a little bit better. And maybe he would have been able to successfully land that right hand. And I have to say hats off to Granados because his defense was very good. He was slipping shots, riding shots, turning his, he would just slip ride the shot, and Ben's maybe right hand or hooks will just, just, just clip the tip of his chin, just graze him, Conor Ben wasn't really able to land anything of real purchase, very much, and neither was Granados really. He wasn't able to land anything of purchase himself, you know. And to be honest, there wasn't really too much that really happened. It was pretty much, most of the work rate came from Conor Ben, which is why I believe, he was always gonna get the unanimous decision. I knew around like round seven, I'm like, Conor Ben's gonna win unless Granados lands some devastating right hand somewhere and decks Conor Ben. Conor Ben's gonna win this fight because his work rate was too much. The work rate. He was the one pressing the action. Walking Granados down, and at times, obviously, in maybe the towards the mid rounds and stuff like that. Especially from the mid rounds and above, Granados tried to dig in a little bit more, exchanging a little bit more with Conor Ben because Conor Ben forced him to have to exchange. Like you can't just sit in the pocket, yeah, and just be taking shots, bro. You have to obviously throw something back. But yeah, from like round one through to round five, Conor Ben basically trying to go after Granados, and Granados basically trying to, play defense, and catch Conor Ben with counters where he can. So that's pretty much what Granados' game plan would look like to me. It was pretty much like, you know, don't engage too much in the pocket, obviously because Conor Ben's quicker and he's probably got more power than Granados. So he thought, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna, sit on the outside, and then obviously if me and Conor Ben obviously get into exchanging, obviously I'm gonna try and match him with shot to shot, and that's pretty much what Granados was doing. And obviously Conor Ben did get caught a few times by Granados, in these little clusters of exchanges, you know, which happened at various points from the start to the end. But yeah, at no point did Granados look like he was gonna get stopped. There's sometimes like Conor Ben landed a shot like that really hurt other fighters, and Granados was still standing there. This guy was just looking at Conor Ben like, what did that shot do? Nothing, bruv. So what's next? That's pretty much how Granados was moving, and I have to still say hats off to him because apart from his offense wasn't very good, his defense was out. Yeah, his defense was very good. His offense just what there weren't enough work rate from him. He's like he was just trying to work not to get like in certain situations where he feels like Conor Ben will speed will get the better of him. I feel like that's what he was basically trying to avoid. He was trying to box on the outside, and then if Conor, like I said, if Conor Ben comes in looking for counters and trying to match him for shot to shot with the swings and stuff like that, like in the 10th round with all that theatrics, like in the 10th round, Conor Ben. It's like come like it's basically like saying like come on fight me then come on fight me then the Granados is just looking like I'm like what's going on here? It looks like a drama, like bro, what's going on, big man? What's all this? Are we boxing or are we doing drama? Like it was nuts, but yeah, man, Conor Ben beats Granados. There was nothing really. Everything that happened. It was like Conor Ben obviously started with a lot of energy, throwing a lot of shots. I feel like an improvement for next time fighting future fighters, especially guys with a lot more experience like Granados has got fighting previously fighting guys like Adrian Broner, Danny Garcia. You're not gonna just come in and wing shots and throw massive shots and knock these guys. It's not gonna happen. You have to box your way in. Eventually, the right hand or the hooks or whatever you're trying to the shot you're looking for, it's gonna land at some point. As long as you bide your time, but this winging shots, like that's not it, man. And I was, and he wasn't really Conor Ben wasn't really able to put much leverage into the shots to really test Granados' chin to the fullest. But the shots that Conor Ben did land, Granados took them, and nothing really happened. But yeah, man, round one to round 10, pretty much the same thing. Conor Ben, pressing the action, throwing majority of the shots, caught what's his name, Granados out, a few times, when with due to the speed and everything like that. But Granados pretty much negated most of the power shots by slipping, riding shots, turning his chin, being very defensive and being very cautious, and trying to catch Conor Ben with counters where he can. But in the end, the judges, it's a DAZN show, Eddie Hearn show. You're not gonna fight like that, Granados. And get the benefit of the doubt from the judges, man. So it is what it is. Conor Ben beats Granados. Unanimous decision on the scorecards. What say you? What's your 2 cents? What do you think? Drop your comments in the comment section below. Were you impressed by Conor Ben's performance? I've seen on the previous fight. People are talking about Sean Porter and all this. No, 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 no. More no's. We don't need to see Conor Ben fighting Sean Porter right now. Obviously, this was a good level of a test. For us to see like how he's gonna handle someone who's got a bit more experience. He's fought like some elite fighters, and especially someone with a good defense. Like Conor Ben, I saw he like it was getting quite tired you know, later on. And I feel like he was like obviously because Granados is not as quick as Conor Ben, and even though Conor Ben was getting tired, it still made Conor Ben look relatively quick. But the way Conor Ben was looking towards like later in the rounds, I don't know if maybe it's because he's thinking it's a 10 round fight, maybe put more energy in, maybe. But if you're gonna take that, and if Conor Ben's gonna fight like that against Sean Porter with the aggression and the energy that Sean Porter's got. I see Sean Porter beating Conor Ben at this point in time, but he's gonna learn from this fight. It's 20 fights in now, so he's got them 20 fights under his belt, and this is probably gonna bode him well in the future. Taking on more elite fighters, but for me, Conor Ben against Virgil Ortiz. I still think Virgil Ortiz wins that fight right now. Sean Porter. I still think Sean Porter wins that fight right now because those guys are beasts, man. Those guys are not here to play. They are like like Virgil Ortiz is just like straight out of South America, rugged. Not playing energy powers. The guy's got punching power. He's a big, he's a big welterweight, and Ben's not really a big welterweight. Virgil T is much bigger than him. There's a lot of talent out there in the welterweight division. It's a very deep weight class. So man, it's gonna be interesting to see where Conor Ben matches up in terms of the elite guys. But yep, it's a good win from his perspective. He's look quite dangerous. But unfortunately, Granados' defense was able to nullify anything of real purchase. But it is what it is, man. Conor Ben wins. Unanimous decision. What's it you again? Drop your comments in the comment section below. Like the video, share the video, spray the good stuff across the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter, hit the link in the description. Hit me up at KO Boxing Vibe 1. Instagram, official KO Boxing Vibe. Cool.